My parents spent my whole childhood treating my little brother like he mattered more. Now they're asking why I never come home. I have a younger brother. From the day he was born, it felt like I stopped existing. People always say parents don't have favorites. Mine absolutely did. If my brother got a B, we'd celebrate with pizza. If I got straight A's, my dad would ask why one of them wasn't an A+. When I was 13, I made the varsity soccer team. My parents skipped my first game because my brother had a birthday party at a trampoline park. When I graduated high school with honors, they spent dinner talking about my brother's middle school science fair. I stopped expecting anything after that. I got a part-time job at 16 because I wanted my own money. My brother got a brand new car when he turned 16 because, according to my parents, he needed reliable transportation. When college came around, they told me I needed to take out loans because money was tight. 3 years later, they paid almost all of my brother's tuition. I confronted them once. Their answer? You're independent. He needs more help. That sentence followed me for years. Apparently, being responsible just meant people expected less from me. So I stopped asking, stopped calling, stopped trying to compete for attention I was never going to get. After college, I moved across the country with 2 suitcases and about $1,800 in my bank account. Those first few years were brutal. I worked ridiculous hours, slept on an air mattress, ate instant noodles more nights than I'd like to admit, and taught myself software development after work because I knew nobody was going to rescue me. Eventually, I landed a better job. Then another. A friend and I started a small software company. The first year, we barely made rent. The second year, we doubled our revenue. 5 years later, a larger company bought us. I'm financially set for life. I don't own a yacht or anything crazy, but I never worry about bills anymore. Meanwhile, my brother bounced between jobs. My parents kept helping him. Rent, car payments, credit cards. Every problem somehow became theirs to solve. Then my dad retired. Money got tight. Suddenly they started calling me, not to ask how I was. Not because they missed me. They wanted to reconnect. Funny how that happened right after they learned I was doing well. The conversation that changed everything happened last Thanksgiving. I hadn't been home in almost 6 years. Mom kept saying things like, "We never see you." Dad asked why I seemed distant. I actually laughed. Not because it was funny, because I genuinely couldn't believe they were asking. I looked at both of them and said, "You spent 20 years teaching me I wasn't important. Why are you surprised I believed you?" Nobody spoke. Then I reminded them of everything, missing my games, ignoring my accomplishments, paying for my brother's college after telling me there wasn't enough money, always calling me the easy kid, always expecting me to understand, always putting him first. My mom started crying. My dad didn't interrupt once. When I finished, he quietly said something I'd waited my entire childhood to hear. "I think we failed you. Not if. Not I'm sorry you feel that way. We failed you." Then my mom said she thought I never needed them because I never complained. I told her something I'll probably never forget saying. "I stopped complaining because nobody listened." She cried harder. Since then, they've apologized more times than I can count. They're trying. They really are. But childhood isn't something you can refund. You don't get to skip 20 years of showing up and suddenly become loving parents because your oldest son turned out successful. I don't hate them anymore. I just don't need them, and I think that's the part they regret the most. Not that I became successful. That I learned how to live without their love.